Hey family, welcome to another episode of Family Meeple, and today we have some news. Whilst I am still waiting for the full Marvel Zombies pledge to arrive, there was an announcement yesterday. I'm curious, did you see it? Are you interested in it? So there has been an update going back to Marvel Zombies. This is the latest. So for Europe, which would include the UK, the containers are on their way and expected to arrive distribution hub the second week in October. We are now just over the second week in September, so we've got another month yet before this even hits the Europe hubs and then starts to get distributed beyond there. So yeah, we've got a while, hoping to get my copy of Marvel Zombies all in by Christmas. That is my hope. However, there was an announcement. So on the back of the phenomenal success of Marvel Zombies coming, and I'm trying to be careful not to click any videos, but this is the amount of money that was raised, over $9 million for Marvel Zombies. And so there was an announcement on the back of Marvel Zombies being the mightiest heroes succumbing to a zombie plague. There was an announcement yesterday. Currently CMON are running their own sort of comic convention, their own convention in America right now, and there was an announcement that was just made yesterday at 3:15 CST, and it came live, and they are doing DCeased. That is now available on Kickstarter. You can go on Kickstarter right now and you can click notify me. There are already, from yesterday's announcement at 3:15 CST, over 700 followers now already interested. But the big thing is with this, it's been a long-standing question, and we've seen this discussed multiple times in many of the comic book conversations. Hero versus hero, who would survive, particularly DC versus Marvel. When you get the likes of Iron Man versus Batman, who would survive? And so folks, this is the chance to play this out. If you go for Zombicide, Marvel Zombies Zombicide game, and you then go and get DCeased, a Zombicide game, there is the potential, the very high potential, and I think from the promos that have been unveiled so far as part of this announcement, there absolutely is going to be full cross compatibility. So you will be able to now play out hero versus hero. You will be able to play out zombie versus zombie, despite the actual cause of the zombie apocalypse and the actual zombie infection itself to be completely different. The Marvel Zombies are very much your traditional zombies. They are a contagion that is spread through blood and through the biting, and it is a much more mindless zombification process. They're out to eat, to consume, that hunger, that versus the DC, which is actually a creation of anti-life, and so it is just completely infatuated with destroying all existence of life. So very, very different scenarios in terms of the desire of these viruses, these infections. So yeah, how will that impact the gameplay? We are yet to see. It'll be interesting to see how that is incorporated. I can only assume that in the same way as Marvel worked closely hand in hand with CMON to produce the Marvel Zombies game, I can only therefore imagine this will be the same thing as what will be happening, and we will see now coming from DC, that they will be working hand in hand with CMON to produce the new DCeased DC Zombies game, and it'll be interesting to see how all that pans out, how all that works, what characters we do get, what characters we don't get. Leave a comment below, let me know, folks, what are you excited to see in here? Are there specific DC characters? We know now who we've got with Marvel Zombies. We've got over 200 characters that if you've kickstarted this, including this tremendous 63 centimeter tall Galactus, which means that the Marvel Zombies do have the power cosmic. Is that a swayer for the battle between DC and Marvel? Who knows, maybe it is. Yeah, but we've got all of this wonderful content. You've got all the Guardians, you've got the Sinister Six, you've got like I say, the living and the zombified formations of all these. You've got the Fantastic Four, you've got the Sentinels, you've got the likes of the Red Skull, and of course Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. You've got all the X-Men, you've got the main Marvel characters in terms of sort of Hulks and Spider-Man and all of those, Doctor Strange, the World of Magic. Who would win? What is your thoughts? Leave a comment below. Are you interested in this? Is this perhaps a step too far? Are you thinking, oh my gosh, I'm still waiting for my Marvel Zombies to arrive, or I've only just heard of this Marvel Zombies and this is something that's completely just blown my mind? Leave your comments below, let me know your thoughts. Obviously we can see here there was an absolute ton, you've got Giant Man, absolute ton of content that was unlocked, that if you back this on Kickstarter, a whole raft of extras that are not going to be coming to retail. This was the only chance to get a hold of all these extras. So if you wanted to play the Living Hulk, that was a Kickstarter exclusive. You get the Zombie Hulk in your core box. You cannot play, and retail only, a version of the Living Hulk. I dare say this is exactly the same thing that we will see again with CMON, with the DCeased. But what do you want to see? Who do you want to see, both in the retail formats and both coming as Kickstarter exclusives? Let me know in your comments below. For me personally, I've not been a massive DC fan anywhere near as much as I have been a Marvel fan. I can remember growing up watching all the Spider-Man films. I can remember being watching the Superman films and the Spider-Man films. Christopher Reeves was my first Superman. Fantastic job. Thoroughly enjoyed those films, and I'll be interested to see how that's incorporated. And Superman, by all accounts, is of course the ultimate hero, and we've only got two options with Superman. His powers are from the sun, so you've got to dampen that in some way, and then you've got obviously the kryptonite. Now with something like the power cosmic, that absolutely is going to be a game changer. But how all that pans out in a head-to-head, toe-to-toe, and remember, folks, when they brought out the Sinister Six, the big thing with the Sinister Six was it incorporated that PvP gameplay aspect, so you could take to the underground. Here we go. So you could take to the underground, and you could fight a whole bunch of characters versus characters, living versus dead. And you could take to, what was it, the subway, and I think it was Central Park were the locations that came with that box. But what locations would they come in with DCeased? Will they include this head-to-head expansion? I'd be very, very surprised if they didn't. So yeah, be really interested in your thoughts. This is hot news, and this is going to be a topic of conversation for quite a while to come, I dare say. So obviously follow CMON on Twitter, follow them on their main page, get the updates, click that be notified, and you'll be notified as soon as more life comes out. But here we go. Yeah, so this is the anti-life virus, not the same as the zombie virus. And if you want to know more, folks, if you don't know anything at all about the Marvel Zombies comic stories, or the DCeased comic stories as they were in their original form, you can go. There is a fantastic resource available online for free on YouTube from Comic Storian, so you can actually go and listen to effectively a dramatization of the original storylines of both the full Marvel Zombies storyline. So it's released back in 2005, and they also have the DCeased storyline as well, so you can get that from Comic Storian online. I will leave a link in the comments below. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts. I'm really interested in this one, really interested in what you think and what you'd be interested in seeing. So please join the conversation, and I'll see you here again soon. Thanks for watching.